Hey, this is Cami here, and it is week 6. It's actually near the end of week 6 because I've been really busy, and I've had some new symptoms this week that have kept me from doing this. We'll talk about that in a second. So, week 6, not a whole lot going on, so this video will be nice and short, except for, I guess the only thing really to talk about is new symptom, which is morning, mid-morning, lunchtime, afternoon, mid-evening, full evening, night sickness. It's awful. I don't know how people get pregnant over and over if they have to go through this. I just don't know. And I have a bad feeling that it's going to get worse. And that scares the living daylights out of me. I just feel disgusting all the time. It started about like a day or two right before 6 weeks. And remember last video how I was like, I'm going to be positive and say that I'm the one who won't get morning sick. That's hilarious because karma, I should have knocked on wood or something, because it is so bad. I think the worst part of it, I'm not really like throwing up. I am, but like nothing comes out, which I think is worse because you don't get that, relief after you throw up. You're like, oh, I feel good for a good 15 minutes before you feel crappy again. I don't even get that 15 minutes. It's just, I feel like crap all the time. And I can tell my body's hungry. Like, it wants food, but literally nothing sounds good. Everything sounds disgusting. Pretty much right now what I'm eating is I'm sipping Sprite a lot and eating some crackers and plain flour tortillas is pretty much like all I can really get down. I mean, I eat occasionally, I just had like an apple slice and that, because I'm trying to eat healthy, but it's really hard to eat healthy when everything sounds disgusting. I made this awesome lasagna last week. It was veggie lasagna. Now, literally, I gag even thinking about it, even though it was so yummy. In fact, that did not help right there, just mentioning it. Ugh! Anyway, so I would love to hear what people do to alleviate the morning sickness. Or, it's funny, I've heard everyone say this, but I didn't really understand it until it happened to me, that it's not morning sickness, it's all day sickness. Why do they call it that? I wish it were only in the morning. And I'm a teacher, so I do not look forward to this week when I feel awful and I don't know what I'm going to do, like stand in front of my class and be like, and here's what we're doing. Okay, hold that thought. You guys work on a project. I'll be right back. And go run to the bathroom? Like, is that what other teachers are doing? I'd love to know. The only thing that has offered a tiny bit of relief are those Preggy Pop drops. I think I've got them right here. Preggy Pop drops. Okay. Now, these don't really work if you're seriously on the major verge of barfing because they're a little bit sour, and that doesn't really help when you are, like, about to barf. That kind of makes it worse. But when it's like that queasy nausea feeling, these are awesome. They're literally one of the only things that have made me feel even just a little bit better at times. So thank goodness for those. I saw them at this like baby store here in Salt Lake when I was getting a baby shower gift for a friend, and I was like, yes, please. So yay for Preggy Pop drops. I don't know if they've worked for anybody else, but yay, they worked for me. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else about that. I get kind of like random moments where suddenly it lifts and I can hurry and try and eat something. I try to take advantage of those moments because they're few and far between. But I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit better today than yesterday. I'm hoping, knock on wood, that I'll do that this time. I'm hoping that it doesn't last forever. I know of, some girls and a lot of, women online and whatever, like, yeah, man, my morning sickness did not go away until like past week 20 and I'm still sick. I just can't do that, people. I cannot do that. Like, I do not know how women, I get how they say that after you give birth that you kind of forget how painful it was so that you can have more babies, that nature does that to us so that we don't die out. But does it also take away morning sickness, remembering morning sickness? Because that'd be awesome, because I feel like that's one of the only ways that I'll be like, yes, I will get pregnant again, if I forget how much this sucked. But anyway, it can always be worse. I know it could be worse. I know there are girls who are like literally throwing up like constantly. But I don't know if mine's bad enough that I should ask my midwife or ask somebody for some nausea meds. But I'll kind of see how this week goes, and if it's still just like really bad, then I guess I'll figure something else out. I don't know. But any suggestions that you guys have with morning sickness, I'd love to hear them. I've heard a lot. Ginger is good, so maybe I will take a break from my Sprite and see if ginger ale helps more, or if I can get some sort of ginger or something else, like ginger cookies. I heard some people snack on those. But anyway, my husband's been awesome. He just kind of like, I'll be like, can you please go get Sprite and crackers and plain Eggo waffles from the store? He's like, okay, sure. But anyway, so at least he's been good. I don't know, we had a freak out this weekend because of our car like broke down, and I was like, oh my gosh, and we had just got it like a year or so ago. So, and they quoted us like $700 on it, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's almost the stroller that I want. And I'm like, I'd rather have a stroller than a part on my car. And but luckily my husband's super like a really good fixer-upper kind of guy. He can figure out how to fix anything. And he found the part online for like, a little less than $200, and he looked up how to fix it. So, and he says it's not that hard. So anyway, so that's good, because when you're having a baby and you're worried about how much everything's going to cost, it's really scary when stuff like that happens, because you're like, that was not in the plan. So anyway, luckily we have kind of an emergency fund for when stuff like that happens. But anyway, it was really scary there for a minute when we thought we were going to have to pay $700, and we're like, there goes our Christmas. But anyway, my husband's awesome, and he figured out how to deal with it. So good for husband. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm pretty sure that is it. It's really hard not to tell people. Really, really hard. I mean, I told my best friend, but it's hard, because like even I was at this baby shower the other day, and this girl's like, I'm 12 weeks, and she was so excited to tell everyone, and I'm like, I wanted to be like, me too, not that I'm 12 weeks, but that I'm pregnant. And it was really hard not to, because it's just so fun to let everyone start talking to her, and she can ask them all these questions, and I feel like I can't do that. Like I have to just be like, nice. Anyway, it was her moment, whatever. But it's driving me nuts not to be able to talk to anybody about it. So hopefully Christmas will come soon, and then I think we're just planning on telling everyone kind of in the new year after Christmas and everything is over. Then I think I'll feel comfortable telling everybody else. So let that come soon. It would be awesome. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Morning sickness, hello. I will let you know if there's any other symptoms next week at 7 weeks. My mother is coming this week, so that's from Dubai. So that's also an issue, because I feel like she's just going to know. We'll see if that happens. Anyway, you guys are awesome, and this is it for week 6. Yay, week 6.